Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Fate Remnant Collide. So yeah, let's begin, shall we, ladies and gents? So, we would currently see B Rex, as Rex would just be resting for now after a bit of training with the help of Harmony and Tina. As currently, Walter has not been seen for a while now, as while he rested, he would get a message from Assassin. In this case, Li Shuin from the last episode. As Li Shuin would materialize and would say, Master, I recently got into some spying and I recently found a delegation of a few White Fang members. Apparently they were planning to send in a few transferred Grim from bullheads and essentially basically throw them into the civilian population, specifically in nearby populated areas, like for example the park or even shopping centers. As after hearing this, Rex would look at it and would say, if that's the case, I should probably go contact the Ironwood immediately. As he would say, very well, Master. As after saying so, he would disappear. As he would say, if that's the case, I should probably also warn Ironwood. Uncle, he would say, as he would start going on to his scroll, as he would call Ironwood about it, talking about how his servant was recently spying on nearby areas to check if there's any disturbances of any kind. As after hearing this, Ironwood would say, very well, Rex, I'll keep that in mind. Also, I recently found out this, as he would tell him about a recent happening, specifically that of, actually, let me just double check. Would tell him about the recent happenings with Winter, more specifically with her new, servant, in this case, Simo. As he would say, oh, so how is she? As he would say, well, apparently she's been getting training from her servant. Of all things, it feels weird. As he would say, yeah, I mean, well, I can definitely see how. I mean, I was trained by some of my servants. As you'd say, yes, but the problem is, you're the only one, or at least recorded only one that's actually able to use servants. While the others, um, well, none of them didn't have that. And I'm starting to think that you don't have a semblance at all. As you'd say, yeah, I can definitely see how. Honestly, I'm not really sure if it is even, well, a semblance, as he would still be lying about his past, or at least his past life. As, well, a bit of like talking about, about how they're going to do some countermeasures for the invasion, or at least the incursion of the White Fang. As they do so, they would hear the sounds of, well, knocking. As Rex, would go towards his dorm room's door, as he would open it and would see Harmony. As you'd say, oh, Harmony, what is it? As you'd say, well, we're about to start to get going towards the Amity Feeder. I meant, the Amity, or was it Adamant? Let me just double check. I meant the Amity Arena, or at least Adamant Arena. What the fuck did I just say? I'm just gonna call it the arena or stage area. As after hearing this, he would say, wait, it's our turn now? And she would say, well, yeah. So let's just get going before we might get disqualified. As Tito would be, well, to say the least, she's wearing one of those the two of these weird pom pom things. As she would say, yeah, and I'll be supporting you any way I can, she would say. As Rex and Harmony would just laugh and would say, yeah, sure, don't worry about it. Besides, we'll make sure that we'll win. As after saying this, they would start to leave. As Tito would say, good luck, guys. As while doing so, they would start leaving to go towards the theater or the arena. As they left, Walter would finally arrive. As Walter would decide not to join them. Instead, he would decide to go back to his dorm room. As when he arrived, or at least when he got inside, he would start preparing something. Or in this case, new clothing. After all, it's going to be his last day here. Or at least, soon to be. As while doing so, he would get a scroll call from Cinder as he would say, "Yeah, what is it, Cinder?" As she would say, "Well, Walter, I wanted to ask if you can get ready for the soon to be invasion." As she would say, he would say, "Yes, I get it. Just make sure that you keep my sister damn safe." As she would say, "Oh, don't worry. Our master will surely help her." As after saying this, he would say, "Very well." As after doing so, he would start preparing. As he would be wearing his true clothes, something that he hid for so long. As we go to another perspective, as this perspective seems to be someone from afar, like really afar, like almost like a completely out of veil. As this thing, whatever it is, it definitely doesn't seem human. As it seems to be walking towards Vale, as it seems to say, I I need purpose, it would say. As while doing so, it would look and would see a few people, specifically people that are going towards Vale. As after all, it is going to be the second matches for the final festival. As he would look at one of them, a man with blonde hair and purplish eyes. As he would say, "Yes, I would take this form." As after doing so, his body would start to change. As it becomes the same body, same clothes, even appearance as the man that he saw, completely copying his appearance. Well, except for his eyes. His eyes are almost completely devoid of life, as it seems to be a dark color now. Wait for a second. As we go to the perspective of Adam, as he's now the new leader of White Fang, as he would say, "Forward, my brothers and sisters! Today we shall now tear down those damn tyrants!" He would say, as while doing so, he would say, "No more shall we be oppressed. Now we shall take our birthright." He would say, as he would be wielding now his used to be katana, now into some sort of like gladius type sword. But it still has elements of that of his original katana. As the White Fang members that are now loyal to him are basically yelling out and saying, "Yes, my lord," they would say, as they would start getting ready to basically bring in some of those I guess you could say borrowed Grim. As in borrowed, I mean thanks to the help of Salem, basically like, incapacitating some of them and making them forced to basically comply to her rules. Well, yeah, as they would start preparing to start to leave. As they start to leave, another person would arrive. In this case, Ashia Doman. God damn it. But either way, as you would say, so, you finally did it. Now, as your master, prepare yourself. After all, the Holy Grail War is about to begin. And certainly, this is gonna be the most interesting one. After all, this will be the first ever Remnant Holy Grail War, he would say. As while saying this, his master, Watts would be watching as he would say, hmm, this thing is definitely going to be interesting. But my scientific mind will still think, yeah, this is not normal. But the idea of getting a wish, if we win, is quite tantalizing. While saying this, it starts to begin. As several White Fang, now basically on bullheads, carrying some interesting grim from Goliaths to just some simple Beowulfs, as they would start to leave the compound. As for our boy, or not really our boy, Adam would basically be riding on top of one of the bullheads, as he would say, "Forward!" As whilst doing so, the bullheads would start moving towards where Vale is, as they would start to get ready. After all, the Holy Grail War is about to begin. As we currently see our boy Rex and Harmony get ready for their second match in the Vital Festival. As while getting ready, one of them would ask, "Hey, Rex?" As he would look towards her and would say, "Oh, what is it?" As she would say, is, well, did you worked out a lot lately?" As he would say, "I mean, it is normal for a huntsman to do so. As she would say, no, not like that, but, well, you, well, you're back, it's, as she would be stuttering a little bit, as he would say, huh, wonder why she's acting like this. As one of his servants would say, "Are you really that dense?" said one of them. As he would say, What do you mean by that?" In this case, Gilgamesh, as he would say, "Are you damn... even for a mongrel, you're certainly quite a dumb mongrel," he would say. As he would say, "Hey, to be fair, it's my first time ever dealing with this type of thing." As he would say, "Very well. For now, just get ready for your match. Also, I recently started using again my shop. What is the name again? Shakmak Imaru? It literally means like, omniscient, omnipotent star, I believe, and that's one of his, skills. But when he's in archer form, his that specific like skill or ability or normal phantasm is not really that powerful. But as a caster, it's like infinitely much more powerful because most caster type servants are mostly focused on clairvoyance or magecraft or any type of that thing. And Shakmak Imaru is basically that, a clairvoyance-based skill, making him even more stronger than most, allowing him to see the future and I think a bit of the past. Yeah, I believe it's mostly just I think it's mostly just the future. As he would say, "Duh. Either way, I recently gotten a flash of the future, and I would rather if you do not cause any trouble for me, mongrel. After all, I wouldn't want my master to become, well, a mindless beast." Hearing this, he would say, "What do you mean?" As he would say, "Look, if you ever hear a little girl's voice, do not trust it. For now, just be wary of that premonition." As after saying that, he would say, "Very well. Thank you, caster." As he would say, "It's not for you, mongrel. It's for me. After all, I need some entertainment since I'm stuck here for now," he would say. As Rex would say, whatever. As he would look towards, Harmony, as he would say, "Come on, let's get going." As after that, they would start to leave the locker room, as they would get ready for their match. And so, I'll be ending off this episode right off here, guys. So yeah, so I hope you liked the video, comment and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye!